Still going on. Still going on. Um, I wasn't going to say anything, and they're driving by my client's house out towards Navarre. Okay? So I take my client out front, and I just sit, and we talk. And I put my phone in the car, and playing Dave, knowing of the threats of my life, da 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 da. Okay. Well, I finally get her to bed, and you know what? I start at the beginning. Da da da. Start showing the different pictures, showing the timeline. And I said, you know what? I gotta run the trash out. I'll be right back. A lady at her neighbor's said, she's funny. She said she'd be right back. She said, I know. She tells me every day what happened to her. I've been telling people and no one will help her. She said, well, I was assigned to her today to find out what's going on. She said she tells me every day. And I've been trying to find someone to help her. Michelle's mother said they corrupted Will. And that he understood about Michelle and set it up. Nobody helped me. This whole thing was a setup. I did go to the Canton FBI today to report some fraud that was done to me. And they were very rude. Then they tried to tell me there's been no will in the Canton office. Officer Reinhardt Louisville, no. Okay? No. Said he just retired within the last couple of years. He knew. I spoke to him. I gave Sarah his number and name. I even, because they told on me the night before, and they had a copy of my phone and were mocking me, I Googled the Canton FBI just to make sure he's legit and he's not just one of these crickers. And I called down there, and the lady answered the phone. I said, my name is Karen Hall, and I was talking to Agent Will. And I told him, like, when I seen the guy and when Dave had a list, and she yelled out to him. But I Googled what was the Canton's FBI office in 2018. It's a task force. It wasn't their office. There was 2 offices. So I got sent to the task force in the courthouse. Wrong office. Yeah. See, I used to work for a bank, and I worked for loan processing. I'm not stupid. Lived through hell, but not stupid. You can put somebody's social and pull up their account. I can see every account you had. I can open it up, and I can tell you who opened your account. I can tell you whoever touched your account. So you can't tell me where I called the 1-800 number. They recorded my statement. We'll have an agent call you. That they can't put in around that date. Okay? My social, my name, and see which agent it was sent to. Because I could do something similar like that, just on a banking thing. Loan processing. I can tell you how many loans that were ever on a vehicle. If there's an active one, and all information. And on that person, when they go to do it, how many title loans they've had on it, who's had loans on it, and You want to play? Because it's going to show me who had a loan on it and if it was paid off. I have to go in different systems, but I can find it. I'm not stupid. I've lived through hell, but I'm not stupid. I still find it ridiculous when people try to run around for my documented lying daughter-in-law. They got caught lying. The Maslin police would verify it. State case. There is a real state case, and I told them that. I said, well, there is a protected life case. Maslin works up. Officers in uniform say stuff to me. Some of the Stark County sheriffs. I said, there was a protected life case open. I said, they're like, well, we'll talk to Maslin. I said, well, you do need to. I'll tell you what, it's quite eye-opening. I said, because they watched my daughter-in-law, Dixie, on Federal Avenue because Max put a threat on life. See, that's one of the things I Googled the cat FBI, make sure Will wasn't one of these weirdos. Because they told me. They had a copy of my phone. They were mocking me before I called it. So I wanted to make sure it's just not one of these cray crays. Googled the Canton FBI, called, and I said, my name's Karen Hall. I'm working with Agent Will. And my ex-husband was outside talking about her and my daughter-in-law, Dixie, and their baby, and he's got a list. And she yells out, Will, he's got a list. I'm working on it. Called down there again when I seen the guy, and she's like, well, you tell those police to get a hold of this. We're busy. See what I mean? I actually talked to him straight off of Google of getting their phone number, not trusting anything else. Do you understand? Now, I will put this in the Department of Justice. Already did it through submitted it. And I give them my social, my driver's license number. They can put my name in my social. And it'll pull up when I call the hotline of the FBI. See, I actually called the hotline. And they would have an agent call me back. They'll know who they talked to. See what I mean? That lady next to my client said, I listen to her every day. She tells me every day what happened to her. And I've been trying to get someone to help her, and no one will. Michelle's mother said they corrupted Will. And he set it up, no one would ever help me. And they thought it was funny, no one's doing the right thing and helping me. Well, I told them about the family church, about the people that watched me showed up and said, well, she's an informant. There's people threatening her life and trying to kill her. I said, those cops were in the back of CSC Bank. If you want them, we don't want them. Why not? Why not? Why don't you want dirty cops? That's what you get paid for. Well, did take a bath, didn't he? They're covering it up. See, the smart thing would do is help me get me out of here and tell everybody to shut the fuck up like they did last year. But see, that would be human kindness and dignity. And there's no such thing in my case. I told him, I said, there's good police departments. Maslin police know the case. They'll tell you I'm innocent of everything. They watched the case from Maslin. That's why the officers showed up November 24, 21. I'm here to watch it. There's a Stephen Eric Stock here, and we don't know who they are yet. And it's finally got funny after everything they did is admissible. Nothing's admissible. I said, and I told them about the young African-American officer got on his walkie-talkie March 19th, help Bruce. I'll take care of Karen when she's in town. It's over the drug and game unit. Okay. I said some of the Stark County sheriffs mentioned. Dear God, even the North Canton Jackson Police. A lot of officers feel horrible after everything I lived through. And since I laid my life down to save my family, they're extremely kind. My one friend from the prosecutor's office, he said you found a lot of great favor with a lot of officers. I don't know if you realized it. Well, when you're a 50-year-old woman and you almost died to save your family, they look highly on you. June of 19, one of the North Canton Jackson police, because the dirty cops were in the back of Liberty House Share. They told him the worst thing he ever did wrong, honey, is bend over him properly. Okay. Okay. Well, that officer stopped traffic for me, stopped traffic, the informant's here. Let her through. I was embarrassed, but it was kind. I go up to Hartville Police will pull up the informants here, just like they did at the Hunger Task Force of investigators. Right before Christmas, I was in there with my client. He was getting food at 9th Street. Where some white investigators with white hair walk out. In the back, were mad that that man knew they did all this to her before and didn't say a word. And then some guy, Eric, trying to help him get away with it, and we don't know who he is yet. And security's walking around with their walkie-talkie. The informant's here. No one's to say a word to her. That was December. Because that's what the police have the stay case. The officer in uniform called it a stay case. Protected home custody for an informant. And don't act too stupid that you can't look up when I called the 1-800 number. When a bank even records every time you call them and who talked to you. And it has to be notated. See what I mean? I don't deal well with stupid. And these people follow me around. Oh, I left that tape in calling Michelle Fugly. Some guy was complaining across the street. Oh, she is fucking ugly. Let's her off, get a helmet. You're 300 pounds, 5'7", 5'10". You're blonde and you're sloppy. And you're not pretty, you're fugly. Get over it. My ex just jumped anything that was a woman. So what are they gonna say? Oh, I told you I even went through like Sunday. Some bitch bastards were in Dollar General. I know, Mom, should we say anything to her? No, Kenzie's mom said they found out they made everything up. There's no reason to say anything to her. They knew in 18. 18. 18. For what did those kids get caught stating? They wanted the house for Auntie's show, and Papa and Grandma needs to get out, and then later on the floor, for we're making everything up. They're documented me games of pretend. Massillon Police have verified. They told Canton Police. They've told Mount Carmel, Illinois. They've told all kinds of people. See, there's actually good police departments. And I told those agents today, I said, you can call the Massillon Police. Oh, we will be. I said, you need to. They watched my daughter-in-law Dixie on Federal Avenue. There was attempts on their lives. And my ex put a threat on her. And I said, they know the protected life custody case. I go in there and Massillon officers in uniform we'll bring it up, and I told them about the March of 19, somebody just bumping me. Young African American officer got on his walkie-talkie. Tell Bruce I'll take care of Karen while she's in town. He's over the drug and gang unit. They drive around trying to keep me safe. I am tired of foolishness. Stupid. And like double dog dare. Oh, they were outside laughing at me at one point till I started rambling how they went to the police, people knowing of the shower scene, people knowing of the altered tapes, the drug confessions, who did it, that they went to the police investigators, and how they caught them all lying, and all these people know in different places, including police departments. So who do they think they're fooling? They said the guy running it's trying to trick me out of getting any money on this. Well, that's okay because of the Department of Justice. They're going to want to know why the local FBI couldn't put my social in and find out what agent I was assigned to call me back. Because I called the 1-800 number. We'll have an agent call you back. Left his number. Spoke to him. Told you after that. Before that, that man impersonated a federal officer. They had a copy of my phone outside, and they had drugged me up till my head was spinning, and I couldn't remember anything but the what a shame card. So when these people were walking around mocking me, and they're still mocking me, and then they put a threat on Dixie and the baby's life, I Googled the Canton FBI to make sure they actually called me back, and it's not these cray-crays. And it goes to, I put it in today, what would be the Canton FBI in 2018. It's a task force in the courthouse. So these people, there was actually 2 FBI buildings, but if you Googled what the number would be, would have been actually the task force. That's where it was. These people need to stop following me around. The first time they come in and say something about me being raped and tortured, I'm going to walk right up to them and say, you got a problem with it? You want to say something about me being raped and tortured? We need to call 911 right now, and I'm going to call the police, and you can explain why you're accessory to having someone tortured. You want to say that you had somebody, this crazy ex-daughter-in-law with a retired judge and some dirty police officers photoshopping a shower scene and drug confession and witnesses going to Canton Police, that you want to be a part of stalking? I can call the police and have them arrest you. We can start playing hardball. Where I've been nice and just walking away, I'm going to start confronting them back. They want to play? They need to stop following me. It's illegal to follow me. It's stalking. They need to stop coming in stores and being assholes and taking drug lords' money. Those kids, all the kids got caught lying in 2018 and carrying around the house state case. I told you. Even Canton investigators, April 14, 22. It's really sick what's going on. They really did have a man pretend he was FBI before she called that agent back. It was a stunt for Dave to confront her in the truck. See, if they can't pick up a phone, they can't look up a case, then they need to replace them because they're too stupid to have their job. Because the Canton police can find out this. Yeah. It was a stunt for Dave to confront her in the truck. That people pretend to be her kids, bad-mouthing her. Kids didn't know anything about it. And it's just been the people hurting her the whole time. They said Will took and understood. How much money they give him to understand? Yeah. Someone does need to do the right thing. It's really sad when my client's neighbor's like, I've been calling people trying to get someone to help her. She tells me every day what happened to her. Some lady's like, I was assigned to her today. She said it's something listening to her talk about everything. She said she tells me every day. And they sold the login, so everybody hears. the disgrace of our nation and our legal system for a retired judge, some crooked cops, and New York drug dealers that came together for a fucking ugly girl. They thought they could frame and drug the wife and try to kill her and her family. By the grace of God, am I still alive? And they run around like they can get me in trouble for that shit. See, I did call to an FBI agent. I about died when that one lady said, well, you didn't report a threat in your life, apparently. I looked at her. You know what, something? Really? Because Massillon Police work the protective light case. Well, we'll be talking. I said, you need to. This is a real one. And the Stark County Sheriff's mentioned it. And actually, the North Canton Jackson Police. You want to go there at the Hartville, Canal Fulton, Minerva Undercover Place. Some officer in uniform said it was a state case. So, where do they want to play? The officer that was in the back of CSC that was watching me, he yelled at some guy at Walmart, you leave my little foreman alone. But one other thing he did one day beat the hell out of me. Now I got a chicken winged arm, damaged ribcage, and damaged intestines. I stopped answering my phone. I didn't want to die, and he beat the hell out of me. End up in the emergency room. Okay, they're sitting there, and they get him in the back, and they tell that officer, we want to talk to her about the threats on her life that she reported. Oh my God. The doctor's like, she's not talking to anybody. You don't realize what happened. You have a chicken wing arm, a damaged ribcage, and damaged intestines. You haven't been in a car wreck. What happened to you? Someone beat the hell out of you. Mm-hmm.